Hey subscribers, first build of the summer. Today we've got a bit of a smaller set, but hey, it's going to be lit like usual. So this one is actually my first set featuring more than 2 minifigures from the new Dragons Rising wave. And I'm really excited to get another mech to my collection because as you guys might know, I love LEGO Ninjago mechs. I think they're really well built. Some of them not so much, but they really have a special place in my heart. Right off the bat, this mech looks amazing. Does seem to have a small tree built in the back, and also has too many figures, and looks like you can combine it with other mechs. First up in this build, we do have the tree side build with the black stem and the bright pink leaves. And it actually has this transparent piece right up here, which I personally think is really cool. And while I was building it, I wasn't quite sure what exactly it's supposed to do. Obviously, now 3 leaves there. Not the biggest tree, but still does the job correctly. But I think it's actually so you can pose minifigures like the Wolf Mask Warrior up here. So, you know, you can like have them stuck on the tree up here or something, and then like have a minifigure like Sora down here fighting them. I think it's really cool, and I do think it works well with the display, but I feel like something I could have done better was take that out of the main part of the build. So only if you could have, or only if you wanted to put that in, you could do it, because you can still kind of see even though it's transparent. And now this is obviously the main part of the build, Sora's Elemental Tech Mech. And yeah, let's give you the full rundown on that. So this mech does not have knees, but it does have ankle joints. Very good feet indeed for that. So 360 ball ankle joints. And non-posable knees, but I do like the way they look. It's very sturdy, and those just connect on two more of the ball joints up at the hips, side by side. One thing I don't like is these like hip pads. I do not like how, if you can see here, they go on the back part of the leg instead of being more forward. I do think that can kind of work. Although if you bend the legs like outward, you can kind of make them fit underneath there like that. But now the mech just looks really goofy. It could definitely work, but I feel like the whole point of them is they really look cooler when they've got, you know, like them actually covering the legs. So yeah, the legs are identical. Then moving up to the first part of the arm, I must say these fingers are quite hard to put on, not a very fun build experience. This sword thing is actually able to spin 360 if the fingers weren't there, but they do kind of stop that. But yeah, this whole arm is once again like one straight thing, like there's no other joints. Other than the ball joint up at the shoulder, there's nothing else there, really, that you can pose it with, at least for that part of the set. Then over here, if we actually take a look, we actually have this little spinning part, which they do have in translucent pink for this part of the build, which I honestly really like. Obviously now it does actually connect underneath the fingers there to the bottom of the arm via a pin. We do have these swords on the back of the arms. I do like that little nice touch. This is also, once again, a very like locked in arm, just like the other. There's no way, unlike Lloyd's Titan Mech, to spin the pin like with a little like knob. So you kind of just have to do it manually. I do like this arm way more. And then obviously we have these shoulders, which I do like. The blades first coming out in Seabound, love those. And yeah, here's the cockpit. We do have the Core Dragon symbol on the front, and I do love Sora's color scheme. And it is an open cockpit. It does feel a little bit unfinished, but you know what? For the price of like very, very cheap, I think it fits. So let's actually take Sora out of here. She fits in quite well without her weapon. With her sword, not so much. We can drop the cockpit down there. You can kind of see it's a very basic cockpit. The only thing really in there is the bright pink, which I do like because it makes it so that she can actually fit in there incredibly well. And I must say, something I absolutely love about the set is that you can actually combine this with the other mechs that they've released that are similar to this, and you can mix and match the joints of it. The hips can, of course, go full 360 degrees, which is actually where you can take off the legs. Like, you can just, like, plain out take that out, because if you see the way the torso connects in that, it's just like a little pin. This is really, really easy to take out, and I also love that part of the set. So now let's talk about, yeah, should you get the set? I mean, if you want to get Sora, which isn't the most uncommon figure, but still an amazing figure and a main part of the show now, and also an amazing villain character, a good mech, and even a cool tree side build for like extremely, extremely cheap. Like, this is like 200 pieces. It's like pretty cheap, and the value you get out of it is pretty dang good. Yeah, I would definitely say get this mech. It definitely also works better if you have the other three mechs that can combine with being Coles and Kai's, which I showed you guys on the box earlier. How you can just take out the legs, the torso, and the weapons and just mix and match. Yeah, that part honestly looks amazing, guys. I've got to say, I really, really like this build. It's going to go great in my mech collection. I would definitely say pick this up in like every case if you can, of course. Unless you have like a bunch of other bigger mechs and also the ways to get the villain minifigure and also other sets of Sora. Because that's like, in my opinion, what I would say the main attraction of the set. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review on this amazing set. I would definitely go pick it up. It should be at any major retail store near you. And yeah, guys, have a great rest of your day.